Today was an eventful day. I came to the ER because for the last essentially all of March, I was having really bad left upper quadrant / left flank pain. And I'd try to just give it time to see if it was going to pass, if it would get better with time, if it would get better with rest, if it would get better with just hydration. And initially we thought maybe I had acute pancreatitis, because what happened was I ate some French toast one morning at the beginning of the month of March, and I was in like excruciating pain after I ate this French toast. And then so I saw my GI doctor, and then that was when we kind of thought, okay, so it might be acute pancreatitis. And then my fecal calprotectin stool thing came back high as shit. It was like 485 or something. I think that was what it was, 485, 458. Anyways, it was high as shit, 485. And yeah, and so then and then it said I had norovirus, and I didn't. So anyways, then we get ordered an MRI to be done to look to see if indeed it was the pancreas, and then also if it was potentially my duodenal Crohn's reactive. So we were checking to see maybe if there was some inflammation in the duodenal area. And then we got to this point of, well, it took forever. I had the MRI yesterday, so it was like literally a 14-day, 15-day wait to have that done. But in that process of waiting for the MRI to be done, I just have progressively gotten worse, like with this pain. And then now it's gotten to the point to where I'm not able to move without it hurting. Any kind of like physical exertion is causing this like throbbing left upper quadrant / left flank pain, and it only feels like slightly better by laying on my left side. It's still there, but it's like a little bit of relief. Anyways, my rule of thumb is I'm not going to the ER if it doesn't get over a 7.5. And last night I got to that point, and so today I was like, all right, well, I'll go to the ER and see what can be done. And it has been interesting, to say the least, the amount of confusion that's involved with all this. So now we're thinking left. So I had a large amount of imaging done, and the first round of CT that I had for my abdomen showed that I had duodenal distension that signified, or was led to, I forgot what the word was, but it was essentially saying that equating to having small syndrome, which I thought initially that I had, it had something to do with this nutcracker syndrome thing, but it's not far from what it was that I was thinking. But the small syndrome affects the duodenal part of the small intestines. So that was on the CT scan, but subsequently wasn't really mentioned. It was and it wasn't at the same time. And then when the doctor was feeling around on me, she kind of pressed on my like upper rib cage area, and it was like an insane amount of pain. And so she was like, oh, it's you probably got something going on with your ribs. So then the chase was led to like do imaging to check and see if I had fractured or subluxed my ribs because of Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, right? So it's been an exhausting. I got here at like 1, and I didn't get up until room until 9 o'clock. It's been a really painful, really exhausting journey. I feel like at this point I have more questions than answers, but not at the same time. It's a, like I said, it's a lot of pain, and yeah. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, but I'm probably gonna be discharged. That's the plan, at least. All right.